Welcome to the Loading Bay Talks, man. Um, I think this is gonna be an exclusive thing that I will do um, to just allow people to just get an opportunity to kind of see first off see the man behind the camera from my audience, my people that don't always get a chance to see me. Well, now you get to finally see the man behind the camera. Yes, my hair is all over the place, but it's okay. It's supposed to be getting redone today. But man, so first off, I want to ask, how are you guys doing? How we feeling? Like, how is your heart? And when I ask how is your heart, what I mean by that specifically is how are you feeling on the inside? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you angry? How do you feel? The reason why I ask this question is because we walk around life all the time thinking that we are just somehow invincible. Or, a lot of times people don't ask us how we feeling. A lot of times people don't ask us how we doing. And we just kind of carry this mask like everything is okay. But reality is it's not. And I'm 27, you know. I too have carried that message for a very long time. And so what I come to share with you guys is I come to share a question with you, and that is, what part of yourself have you been hiding because you thought people would not be able to love that version of you? And the reason why I bring this up to my audience, some of my viewers have heard me talk about this sometimes, but the part of me that I've hid myself was the 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 creator side of me, the what we call the dark side of myself. I created this version of Dorian that was always happy go lucky. you know I always seemed happy. I always wanted to hang out with people. I seemed like, I was always just excited to be around everybody. But the truth of the matter is that I'm not actually a happy go lucky person. I've been through hell and back. You know what I'm saying? um my dad was really practically never really in my life. My mom was there, but she did the best of what she could. But the challenge that came with that was is that my mom had a lot of pain, and my mom had a lot of challenges that she was going through as well. And so when I got older, I was bullied, in middle school for such a long time. And all of these things brought a lot of pain. They brought a lot of anger. Like, I was really an angry person inside. And man, I would think about if I ever got a chance to do something to my bullies. You know what I'm saying? And I remember as a kid, I had an opportunity. So I had this one guy. We was like somewhat friends, but like at the same time, he was still kind of like, he would pick on me a lot. And one day we just chilling, and he just messing with me. He keep picking on me, and I'm just like, bro, hey, today ain't the day, bro. Like, I'm telling him, like, for real, today ain't the day, bro. You gonna have to chill. And he kept picking with me, and bro kicked the desk from under me, and I lost it. I went berserk. I was just tossing dude all over the place. Like, I done shoved him and pinned him against lockers. The teacher came up to me, was like, Dorian, like, you gotta stop. Like, I was so angry. I didn't even let the dude go. Like, I was just so angry. And that part of myself, Nova. Yeah, that's my dog back there. So y'all, I don't know, for my viewers, y'all haven't got a chance to meet my dog yet. But yeah, there she is. Um, but yeah, so man, my teacher telling me, Dorian, you gotta chill. Um, but for such a long time, I hid anger from myself. I hid anger from people because it seemed like anger was always such a bad thing. Nobody ever, most of us are never taught that anger is actually a an emotion. Anger is an emotion, but nobody ever talks about anger. Nobody ever talks about anger being a signal to let you know that something is not right. Most of us aren't taught that. Most of us aren't told that it's okay to be angry. Most of us aren't taught that it's okay to be hurt. Most of us aren't taught that it's okay to be sad. Especially as young men. Especially as young men. You know, we taught to be strong. We taught to, you know what I'm saying, stay strong. You know, we taught to be all of these things, but nobody's taught us that it's okay to cry. Nobody ever taught that. Or not, and I'm not saying everybody don't have this, but for majority of the young men that I know, they ain't never been taught that it's okay to cry. So what they do, just like me, for a long time, we bottle all of that stuff in. You bottle up all your emotions, Nova. You bottle up all your feelings. You bottle up everything that you thinking about. You bottle up when you angry, you ain't gonna tell nobody. When you sad, you ain't gonna tell nobody. When you hurt, you ain't gonna tell nobody that you hurt. Cause you know why? Cause you was taught, oh, I gotta be stoic. I gotta stay strong. Can't nobody see my problem. Can't nobody see my pain. Because if I do that, then it's considered weak. And the truth of the matter is you ain't weak. I lived by that lie for such a long time that I thought it wasn't okay to express my feelings. I thought it wasn't okay. So I carried all that burden with me all my life. And I wondered why it was always okay for people to misuse me. But whenever I finally set my boundaries, people would walk away from me. And I had to learn something. I learned this at the age of, I'm 27 now. I had to learn this. Is that you can have a good heart. It's okay to have a good heart. It's okay to love people. It's okay to be kind when you see somebody. It's okay to be, you know what I'm saying, be loving. Bring joy to a person's life. Bring happiness to a person's life. You know what I'm saying? Show them that there's a better life out there for them. Remind them that it's okay to not be okay, right? It's okay to do all of those things. But let me also caution you on something, that it's not okay to not have boundaries. It's not okay for you to not have boundaries. Cause I didn't got my heart. I didn't have my heart because I didn't trusted people. I didn't put all my heart into certain situations. I didn't gave everybody the best version of me. I didn't gave everybody everything that was good about me. I done done all of those things. And let me tell you, the outcome of that is that you end up abandoning yourself. You end up abandoning yourself in all of this. And you know why you end up abandoning yourself? Because for some of us, like for me, I'm only speak for me. For some of us, I was taught that from a young age that you are not allowed to be a kid. You're not allowed to be an adult. Anytime that I would stand up for something that was right, anytime that I would stand up for injustice, anytime that I would speak my mind, I always got hit with the rod. You know what I'm saying? And I always got punished. Even as an adult, I always got punished for telling the truth. And so what that made me do is that made me become an introvert. I stopped sharing stuff with people because what I had realized is that, oh, you don't really care about me. Now, a lot of people in your life, and I want you to check this out for the seven people that's on here. I want you to peep this. I want you to peep game. People will be in your life as long as it's benefiting them. As long as you got people in your life and it's benefiting them, if they benefiting off your pain and they benefiting off your hurt and they benefiting off the things that you're going through, the things that you struggle with, and they benefiting off of it, you know what I'm saying? But the moment you say no, it becomes a problem. Bro, they was never there for you from the beginning. I'm going to say it again. If you were the one that you always, like me, I was always there for everybody. People would call me at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to figure out problems for them. I'm trying to solve stuff for them. I'm trying to navigate certain issues with them. I'm trying to talk to them. I'm trying to remind them that it's okay, that life is good and everything. But then I end up sacrificing myself. I sacrifice me trying to make everybody else happy. The pain of thinking that my thought process was that, oh, if you give this love, people gonna give it back to you. And the truth of the matter is that it don't make people bad people for not giving you that love back. It just means that you have to love yourself first. And I spent so many years, I'm 27, y'all. I spent so many years listening. I'm talking about, I'm always thinking about everybody else. Oh, there's dreams and goals that I always wanted to pursue, or I had a little passion about, but I never did it. I wanted to, I was supposed to move my family, me and my wife. I had an opportunity in a job to go to Colorado, right? And one of my mentors at the time was telling me, man, my mentor told me, Dory, go take that opportunity. Go live life. Go take a risk. You young, you and your wife young. Y'all can go out there. You can make a mistake. And the worst case scenario is you just come right back here. That's the worst case scenario. You know what I'm saying? But I listened. Here was the problem. I had the job, y'all. I had the job in the bag. I'm talking about, like, they called me. I'm talking to the people on the phone. They was about to fly me out to Colorado. They about to fly me out to Colorado. Come work with them for a week. They don't know nothing about me. They don't know nothing about me. They only know that I'm a close friend of a guy that works there at their job, and I'm close friends with his dad. That's all they know. That's all they know. So I had the job in the bag, y'all. But then my mentors were telling me, don't tell nobody. Just go. Just go. But I ain't listen. So I get on the phone. I felt bad. So I had two mentors in my family. I had a family that was close to me. They pretty much helped me through a dark time in my life, and they really helped me walk through some things. So this one night, man, I just was feeling bad, man. I was feeling bad because I haven't talked to them about this decision, and I felt like I needed to share it with them because they did so much for me. You know what I'm saying? They did so much for me. So I thought, well, why wouldn't I share that same information with them? That was the worst decision that I made, man. Because after that conversation, they left me feeling like I was the bad guy because I wanted to make a decision that was best for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's been all my life. Where I had always listened to other people's voice. I was listening to everybody else. So I developed this thing called codependency. If you don't know what codependency is, go look it up. I want you to go do some research for yourself. If you want to know what codependency is, go look it up. But I had developed this idea that it was hard for me to connect with other people. I mean, it was hard for me to make a decision on my own because I always got punished for it. So I felt like I had to ask people all the time, what should I do? Well, what you think about this decision? Or what you think about this thought? Or what you think about if I do this? I'm thinking about doing this. What your thoughts is on it? And people would always revert. People was always twisting everything that I say. Or if I had goals or values, they would always twist my values to make it appease to them. Why? Because they were benefiting off of me. They were benefiting off of my good heart, my good spirit that I would bring to people. Everybody that I've always been around, I always made life better. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm saying that every time I'm around people, I always somehow give them something to be enlightened about when they go back to their house. You know what I'm saying? And so the part of me that I've hid all my life is anger. I hid that all my life. I'm just angry on the inside. But I never wanted to tell anybody that I was angry. I never wanted to share with anybody that I was angry. because I was afraid that if I shared that anger, I was afraid that if I shared how I felt, then people would bounce on me. So that's been my thing that I've always been afraid of. Now in this season of my life, I'm learning as I'm going to therapy, as I got a psychiatrist, as I'm healing and I'm working through some things. I'm learning this right here. That listen, I said this on a stream one time. There's a billion people in this world. A billion people. If somebody don't like me because of how I am and how I look and how I talk and all of that, guess what? There's a billion people on this earth you can go hang out with. You don't gotta hang out with me. You know what I'm saying? So now what I've done is I finally created a healthy outlet for me. And I think this is one of the other ways that I'm gonna use this platform and use this tool as a way to express myself in a way that allows me to share what it is that I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? To share what it is that I'm thinking. And I think I'm gonna call it the Loading Bay Talks. Loading Bay Talks, you know what I'm saying? Where we just have conversation, we just communicate, we just talk about what we feeling and what we thinking. And if this is something that grows, then we'll make a second channel for it where it'll just be exclusive information about things my stories that I've been through and things that I've been through and helping other people that are serious about their growth. So anyways, man, I know it's kind of getting long, so I appreciate everybody for listening. My question is to you is, what part of yourself have you hid because you were afraid that people wouldn't be able to love that side of you? The creator, the weirdness, the wildness, the person that is dark. I like things. I like scary movies. I like psychological horrors. So these movies are a little bit different. There's horror films, and then there's psychological horror films. And psychological horrors are more about taking what people don't want to express out loud and taking that and being able to put that in a movie. And you use a lot of symbolism, you use a lot of metaphors in these movies and you use the things that people don't like to talk about or express or want to acknowledge in the world. We use those things and turn it into something scary, because the reality is that it is scary when you don't want to acknowledge your pain. It is scary when you don't want. So I like psychological horrors, and that part of me, I'm done hiding. I'm done hiding how I feel. I'm done hiding what I like and what I don't like. And if that makes you uncomfortable and you don't want to be around me, guess what? There's a billion people in this world. There's a ton of people in this world. Bro, you can go find the people. If you want to be a gossiper, bro, you can go find people that love to gossip. I just don't like gossiping. Unless we actually, I don't want to gossip about somebody. I want to learn from somebody. Even if it's from their mistake, I want to learn from their mistake. I don't want to sit up there and be gossiping about people, talking bad about people just because you can. I don't got time for that, because I got my own skeletons in my own closet. And even though I'm cleaning my closet out, that still don't make me better to go sit here and go talk about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If people like to be messy and they love drama and all of that, hey, there's people that love that. They love to start mess and be messy and create drama. But guess what? I'm not that dude. I'm not the person that you want to be around, because I ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to start mess. I'm trying to resolve mess. I'm trying to resolve and create solutions to issues and to problems, not continue to keep adding on. There's already too much going on in this world to be sitting here just messing with people, and it's too, man, that's too much, bro. That's too much. So the question to you is what part of yourself have you been hiding because you thought nobody would love it? I want you to take the time to ask yourself that. It's your boy Dorian with the Loading Bay Talks. saying I'm signing out, and I hope to catch y'all on the next one, man.